Now, aggrieved public sector workers have vowed to resist any salary increment below 10%. The group, which hits the streets Wednesday to protest the salary increment offered them this year, says government should comply with the Professor Ntiama report recommending that salary adjustments of public sector workers must be commensurate with what was given Article 71 office holders. We'll hear from the leadership of the group, but first, listen to some of the demonstrators speaking with Joy News.
Yes, as a public house worker, I'm not satisfied with the 4% increment. The 4% increment, I'm not happy with it. That is why I'm also participating in the demonstration.
I see, but what makes you think that this demonstration will yield an end result?
Yes, we are in a democratic country, okay? And then I'm just positive that the president will listen to us and then listen to our plea as we are sending the petition. We are hopeful that he should listen and then address our concerns.
But which specific sector do you work with?
I'm in the health sector.
You're in the health sector, and you didn't go to work today. I'm sure your patients are work.
No, I'm for afternoon. We run shift.
Yeah, you have to afternoon.
Afternoon shift, yes. And then I can't sit down unconcerned and go to work hungry or unhappy. You get it? When you go to work and you are not happy, who suffers? Isn't it the patient? You understand? So if we all sit down and look, trust me, people are not happy. Okay? But because we are in the public sector, people decide to sit back and complain. Now at the end of the day, who suffers? Isn't it the patient? You get it? So if some few of us sacrifice our time to submit this petition, it's also an appeal that our nursing leaders should also listen to us and know that the 4% from 10% reduced to 4%. It's a no.
So what do you want?
If they can increase it to 20%, 25%, we don't mind. Because the ministers are taking 17 and 25. Until they should give us the balance.
So anything below 10, you reject it?
Whatever our leaders are going to negotiate for us, it shouldn't be below 10. You understand? We are not in normal times.
Right.
With this era of COVID, last year, we had this tax exemption and everybody was excited about it. You understand? But are we saying COVID is over? No, there's no tax exemption. Okay? We are taking our regular salary and you reduce it further. How? Meanwhile, we are also exposed to the COVID. So if we get the COVID and we are not able to get money to manage ourselves, what do we do? You get it?
Right.
So we are out today to appeal, to submit our petition. I'm hoping that our president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa will listen to us, call our leaders back to the negotiation table, and then review it again. Even if he gives us 12%, it's more than the 10%. At the time, 4% is insignificant to us.
Thank you. Tell us the motivation for this demonstration, sir.
I am motivated to participate in this demonstration because this demonstration is about my life. This demonstration is about livelihood and the source of my income. And for that matter, it is life itself for me. I am saying that this nonsense of 4% must stop today. It has ended and doesn't make sense. They should go and tell this to the Marines. That is why I am here. Look, most of the appointees of the president, many, if not to say most, let me use the old currency. Some take home 2 billion, 2.5, 1.5 billion OCD. Go to Adies, go to those big companies, and you see how much government appointees take. And we, those who oil the wheel of government, the public sector workers, some take home big houses as little as 400, 600, 800 Ghana, 1,000, 1.2 million, whatever. Meanwhile, we pay school fees. We buy fuel. Those who don't have vehicles, they bought trucks and taxis every day. Those of us who do not live in our own homes, okay, we pay rent. We buy electricity. We buy water. Most of these big men don't buy water. They don't buy electricity. They don't buy fuel. In fact, our 2% that TUC leadership deducts every month is what they use to drive V8s. That is what they use to live in mansions. That is what they pay themselves as fat salaries. And yet, they have the guts to go and bring home 4%. I see it as a Kokwanansi story. They intentionally sat quietly with government appointees, with the political elites to give us 4%. Meanwhile, the political elites today are paying themselves 70+%.
But we are told that the 4% was an agreement. Government would have to recruit or employ over 1 million Ghanaians into the public sector. With an increase of that, it will be a problem.
Government can decide not to recruit and see if public sector will survive. Because of that, you are giving the people who are the oil of the wheel of governance a pittance of 4%, and you are taking home 70+%.
So what do you expect?
Upon you, your first salaries, whilst it takes away your fuel, it takes away petrol, it takes away water, it takes away electricity. We buy all of this. Look at the cost of inflation. Look at inflation rate today. Look at how the cost of living has gone up. Look at the way standard of living has been so low. Look, a lot of public sector men are suffering broken homes. You know why? They are unable to run their home efficiently because there's no money. The money that we take home does not make us survive. And those who are living fat, whose salaries are bought, who live good, who travel anywhere, whose children are schooling abroad, want 70% plus. If they knew that 70% plus was good for the political elites, why didn't they do same for those of us who buy electricity, who buy water, who bought trotro, who do this, who suffer? Why didn't they do this?
So what are you expecting? 10%, 15%?
Professor Intiamwa is saying that the percentage increment that you want to give to the parliamentarians, give same to the public sector. They have turned a deaf ear to them. And we are saying that they should go and throw that 4% into the Marines.
From Adre, which institution are you representing?
I'm coming from Dodo.
Dodo?
Yeah.
So what do you do as a public sector worker? You're a teacher?
Yes.
I see. But is school on vacation?
School is not on vacation.
So why are you joining this demonstration? You are doing this at the peril of the students. How do you respond to that?
How do the students learn if the teacher is not happy? Have you forgotten it's the teacher who teaches the students? Or the student teaches themselves? Answer that question. When the teacher is hungry, do you expect the teacher to teach? How would the teacher teach when he's hungry?
So for you, with this demonstration, if nothing is done about it, what then do you do?
We lay down our tools. If nothing is done, we sit in the house until something is done. In fact, I'm ready to be sacked. I don't care.
You're ready to be sacked?
Yes, I don't care. You can look at my face.
You work with Ghana Education Service.
I don't care.
That's where you earn your daily bread.
Daily bread?
Right.
Did you say daily bread?
But you're a teacher. That's where you earn your keep.
The bread is not up to a day.
Oh, the bread is not up to a day?
It's not up to a day.
So the bread is up to which hour?
Not even a day.